It's time for the show, 'cause it's Monday. And I don't get to sleep anymore. Alright. This one? Yes. We got questions. And we have coffee. Which is, that's all we need. 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Monday, December 16th, 2019. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Good morning, Casper. There are 15 days, if you don't count today, right? Anyway, there's like 2 weeks left in the year. That's insane. That means 2 weeks left in the decade. What is happening? Where does time go? Oh, man, time goes so fast. Good morning, Frank. I still feel like I'm 25 most of the time. I'm not. I haven't been 25 for a while, at least according to a calendar. But it's funny, I find myself in social groups. I tend to be the oldest one and still feel younger than most people. I'm 40, but I hang around with people, let's say in their 30s, and they're complaining about their bodies and feeling old and their accomplishments at work and how they're blah 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 vice president and all this. And I'm like, I go to the gym and play with Legos. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it right. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Who knows? Speaking of Legos, we did family Christmas last night, and this was one of my gifts. So I'm all about that. Legos are awesome. I don't understand. I don't understand why people stop playing with Legos, because they're great. There's something to be said for just sitting down and putting something together, something simple, something where you can kind of zone out. It's like a model, but unlike the models I used to put together as a child, when you're done, you can take it apart. It doesn't take up as much space. You don't end up with so many of them on your dresser that your mother says, I think you should pick some of those to keep and some to get rid of, because that was my challenge as a kid. I loved doing models. I loved building things. I still love building things. Gabe says he plays with Legos with his kids. Good. Stacy says training tools, stepping on them toughens the feet? Question mark. Yeah, I love when I see the memes on Facebook about people stepping on Legos, because it's the worst. It's the absolute worst. Would make a great self-defense toolkit. In fact, if you're familiar with the concept of caltrops, the little spiky things that ninjas would throw behind them. So if someone was chasing them, they'd step on them, and ow, it hurts my foot. And they could just carry a pouch of Legos. That would have been adequate. Unless you're wearing shoes. If you're wearing shoes, Legos don't really do much. Well, I hope you had a good weekend. I had a very good weekend. Friday was a short day. Drove to Maine, did some training Saturday, drove back Saturday. That was really nice. Rewatched Iron Man 2 when I got back. I'm slowly working through all the Marvel movies in order on Disney Plus. What was yesterday? Yesterday, gym, family dinner, family holidays. And that was most of it. Cleaned up on the house. Frank says he's on a Columbo binge. I haven't heard about anybody watching Columbo in a long time. Right on. So I'm going to throw out a suggestion based on something that's going on around here that everyone might not be so down to hear about, but I'm going to say it anyway. Buy a cheap Nalgene bottle, wide mouth, or if you have several, retire an old one and keep it in your car. Why? Because sometimes traffic backs up on a interstate and you're stuck there for 2.5 hours. And sometimes you're very hydrated. And you can probably connect the dots from there. This did not affect me yesterday. However, there was a really bad accident on the highway that occurred just a few miles north of where I get off the highway. And this morning, I knew people were stuck there for, an hour, 90 minutes. And I saw posts from friends that were stuck in that mess for almost 3 hours yesterday. And if we think about the self-defense aspect of martial arts as self-preservation, of taking care of yourself, of relying on yourself, etc., we can extend that concept out to have some food with you, have some water, have a blanket, a bit of these really basic preparation things. I'm careful about using that word because the word preparation often leads to prepper and makes people think about bunkers, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. And that has nothing to do with the zombie apocalypse. So, just a suggestion. What's going on today? I just have work to do. There are 0 appointments on my calendar. I'm very excited about this. Does not happen often on a Monday. The only thing I have to do at a specific time is when I'm done here, I have to go put the trash out. That's it. Beyond that, it's all good. So, my goal is to get all this stuff done quickly and call it a day. I've been getting better about that. So, if you've been watching First Cut for a long time, you know that I've long said tasks expand to the time available. And when I have a day like this where the time is available till forever, I'm not very efficient. I've been getting better at that and getting the work done and then just saying, hey, the rest of the time is mine. I am planning on going to Taekwondo tonight. Looking forward to that. But that should still give me a few hours to just hang out, watch some TV, take a nap, whatever I want. So as soon as I'm done with First Cut, bam, I'll be on it. Now we've got some questions here, so let's get into those questions. I don't know why the tablet's insisting on being horizontal, but it is. One of the most commented things about Zen and the martial arts is that it is great in small pieces. Yes. Is your new book the same? Sort of. I would say that the average chapter in Zen and the martial arts is shorter than the average chapter of the Martial Artist Handbook. But it is arranged in that kind of section format. There are chapters and then there are sub-chapters or sections or whatever you want to call it. And most of them are just a few pages. Some are longer than others. But I wanted that, I wanted to keep these as bite-sized nuggets. And it's funny, the book's out and I'm already identifying topics that need to be included for the next edition. It is my goal to put out 1 edition a year. So, 6 months from now, I'll start working on the next version. Coffee is good. And if you want to check out that book, you can order it in Kindle format. You can order it as paperback on Amazon. You can go to whistlekick.com and order an autographed copy. I think I already sold out of the first batch of that I ordered myself to send out as autographs. They haven't even shown up yet. I think they show up today. So maybe that's something that's going to happen today is signing those and getting them ready to send out. And there's a link to the page on Amazon from the page on whistlekick.com. The response has been really good. I've been really happy about it. And the first draft of the audiobook came in late Friday, so I have to review that today. It has been said, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. William Arthur Ward. What do you think? Feeling gratitude and not expressing is like wrapping a present and not giving it. People want to know when you're grateful for them, when you're grateful to them. People enjoy hearing positive things. We don't say those things enough. One of the things that I do in my life, or try to do, is I try to use words that are not the same. Instead of saying thank you, I'll say I appreciate you, or I value you. By using words that aren't thrown around hundreds of times a day, like thank you, it becomes more genuine. You feel it more, at least I feel it more, and the person I'm saying it to tends to respond a little more strongly. They realize that this matters to me, which is why I'm saying it. Could also say I'm grateful for you. You matter. That thing matters. Gabe says, love unexpressed is no love at all. That better not be the trash. I don't think it is. If it is, I'm going to complain. I decided if the trash comes early again, which those of you may remember, that was like, what, 2 months ago? If that happens again, then I'm just going to let it run, because it'll take me less than 3 minutes to do it. No, I think that's what it is. All right, we got one more question, then I'm going to go. Okay, let's do this. Last question. It has been said, nothing is impossible. The very word says, I'm possible. Audrey Hepburn, what do you think? Nothing is impossible, but our mindset has a pretty strong impact on what we're able to accomplish. And sometimes it's persistence. When we say something's impossible, we're generally saying it requires a lot of effort, and that effort is more than I'm willing to expend. So I hope you have a great day. No homework. I'm going to go yell at the garbage truck driver, and find out why the hell this is happening. So I'll see you back here tomorrow bright and early, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Take care. Peace.